Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live show. I am Fabiana, Claure, pianist and business strategist for musicians. I'm the CEO and founder of the Musicians Profit Umbrella, a global mentorship program that helps musicians create six-figure leaps in their business so that they can free up their time and be able to pursue the life that they want on their own terms with their artistic dreams, with their family time, with their time for self care. This is what we do. This is the movement we are in. And we are so excited to be able to help musicians through our paid client communities as well as through our online, free communities and share tips and advice on how to really live your best life. So today we're talking about how to create more freedom, how to win back your time by delegating more in your music business. And I'm here to tell you, even if you're just starting out, if you're working on really building your music business and it's just you right now, the sooner you can start thinking about the different roles that your business needs to have in order for your business to be able to work efficiently, even if you're doing all the roles, the better. I'll tell you a little story around why I'm so passionate about this topic. When I started my first business, my music academy 10 years ago, my husband and I were both pianists, both, entrepreneurs for the very first time. We ran all the shops. We did all the different things. We taught piano, we, managed the academy, we did marketing, recruitment, bookkeeping, we even cleaned the academy. We did it all, right? We had other faculty, of course, that were teaching other instruments. We managed them, etc. And after 5 years of running our school, we actually moved to Florida, to Texas, and we left our school in Florida, and we were able to run it remotely. And it has since been growing and becoming, even more profitable than when the two of us were there. And so now, after 6 years of running the school remotely, this concept of delegating and building a business that can potentially run without you one day has been one of my most exciting lessons and what I'm passionate about helping musicians understand. Not necessarily because they may, uh, you know, delegate their business 100% like we did, or maybe one day you want to sell it, or maybe one day you just want to move on to something else and you're not wanting to be 100% in your business, right? The sooner you can start thinking about ways to create leverage, ways to free up your time and focus on the essential instead of focusing on every aspect of the business, the better. So, today I'm going to share with you a few golden nuggets of wisdom of what you can do to really start decentralizing all of the things you're focusing on and focusing on what you really need to do and finding a way to either diminish, delete, or delegate the other tasks. So, you may be wondering, well, Fabiana, what are those key things that I need to be doing in my stage of business? Obviously, many of you are going to be in different stages of your businesses as you're watching this. Some of you may be just starting out, others may be already in business, wanting to scale. But no matter where you are in your stage of business, you need to understand that there's a difference between profit producing activities and maintenance administrative activities. The moment you can start evaluating everything you're doing in your day and making those distinctions between which are the activities that are going to get me to reach my financial goals faster and which are the activities that, even though they may be relevant, they're not things I need to be really spending a lot of time and energy. If I can do them with minimal effort, with minimal time, great. And if they start taking more of my time because they're in the category of non direct profit producing activities, then you really need to take a step back and reconsider who needs to take that on or whether you should even do it. Or give yourself a very strict boundary. I'm going to give myself 30 minutes to work on this thing. And if I'm not done in 30 minutes, it'll have to wait until later because your priority every single day needs to be to look at your schedule and understand what are the things that are going to make you reach your goals quickest. And so most of the times we just jump on to taking action and working on many different things, doing lots of things throughout the day, small tasks, putting out small fires. And we don't really take a step back to evaluate the quality of the tasks, the category of these tasks. Is this a profit producing activity? Will this help me reach my financial goals closer to my deadlines? Or is this something that is just administrative? And here are some few examples that you're going to want to consider when you're thinking of profit producing activities. when you're building an online business as a musician, when you're trying to create visibility, one of the most important things that you need to be doing is connecting with your audience. You need to be connecting with your audience because you want to provide opportunities, first of all, for you to understand what they're all about, for you to understand what their pain points are, what their struggles are, and what their desire, what their desires are, what are they wanting to achieve, what is paradise for them, what are their goals. The more opportunities you can have of direct face-to-face interactions with your potential clients, whether these are through doing live streams and engaging people into commenting. By the way, if you're watching this, even if you're watching it as a replay, please comment, share with me, what is your number one takeaway from this session? What what are you walking away with from this session? I would love to hear back, and I'm going to come back and respond. So be sure you comment either through the live or afterwards, okay? But this is what I'm talking about, is connection. How can you put yourself directly in front of your ideal clients? Whether it's through, one-to-many systems, like through a live stream, where you get people to connect with you through presenting perhaps some sort of a workshop or webinar or livenar where you're directly in touch with your potential clients, or perhaps through actual conversations where you're inviting people to talk to you and directly speaking to them, understanding what they're looking for, how could you help them, and putting all of that together in real time. Now, I realize that some of you may be at a point in business where you have already developed those systems of direct connection, and you may have people on your team, right? People who help you with sales and lead generation and marketing. And that's very okay. That's still okay. But no matter how big of a business owner you are, no matter how many people you have working on your sales team, you will never be able to avoid that direct contact opportunity with your potential clients. You're going to need to find a way. I've connected with 7 and 8 figure CEOs who tell me, no matter where I am in my business, no matter how many people I have on my team, I'm always the spokesperson. I'm the face of the business, and I always look for opportunities to directly engage with my potential clients. So this is something that you're going to need to think about at every single stage of your business, is how much time are you allocated to really having direct face time with your potential clients? Are you engaging in conversations? Are you creating videos and events that you can deliver in real time and get them to engage and respond? Those are one of the most important profit producing activities that you can be doing for your business. The other profit producing activity is creation. This is what I love about having, being a musician and coaching musicians, is that all the creativity that we use in our business, in our artistry, and in our creative outlet can be transferred to our business. And just like you're very resourceful and creative in your instrument and in your, craft, you now need to look for ways to be creative in the way you show up online, and the way you create content, in the way you add value and bring topics to the light in your community. Create conversations. This is your opportunity to now look for the best way to establish the right context before you are entering into conversations with people, is by creating. And so as you look at your schedule, you have to ask yourself, where am I creating? Where am I adding value? Whether this is a series of blog posts, whether it's writing to your email list, whether it's creating videos and posting them on your content, even stories, reels, whatever is the most convenient mechanism for you to create content that is going to attract your potential clients to you, so that you can later connect with them and have conversations. Those are the two main things that, as a CEO, no matter what stage in the business you are in, you need to be focusing on. You need to focus on creating content, and you need to be focusing on connecting. That's it. Everything else that you may be doing in your business, if it's not falling into one of these two categories, guess what? It's probably not a profit producing activity. And you may not realize it until now, that you've been spending a lot of time maybe polishing your website, tuning it up. I can't tell you how many conversations I have with musicians who tell me, oh, I need to make sure my website is up to date and just make it all polished before I can really start in the process of building my business. And I'm always pushing them back and saying, no, that is not what you need to be focusing on. Your website is not going to make or break your business. There are so many entrepreneurs who have built six-figure and multi-six-figure businesses without having a website. So you don't have to be focusing on your website to build your business. All you need to be focusing on are these two things that I just mentioned: creating content that draws people into your world and nurtures them and gives them a reason to believe in you, to understand who you are, what you do, how you can help them, and connecting with them. That's it. It's as simple as this. So I want to encourage you to share with me, if you look at your schedule, if you take a hard look at everything that you're doing in your business right now, are you creating content on a regular basis? Is that a priority? Are you connecting with people on a regular basis? Is that a priority? And if it's not, this is the time for you to reset all your calendar, restructure your priorities, and give these two core tasks the space that they deserve. And the good news is that by doing that and recentering and either diminishing how much time you spend on the other tasks, delegating them if you can, or actually deleting them altogether, all of these secondary things that you may be doing that may have been top of mind for you up until now, you now have the clarity to say, actually, this is not what I need to do. I like to see as anytime you're behind the camera, behind the microphone, that's a profit producing activity. Anytime you're in front of someone, through conversations, through lives, through anything, that's a profit producing activity. Anytime you're downloading your brilliance and putting it in there and sharing it, that's a profit producing activity. Everything else, back end operations, structures, systems, it's important, but it's not a profit producing activity. So it's up to you to determine how quickly do you want to reach your financial goals? How quickly and how committed are you to connecting and staying focused on the profit producing activities? And in this way, you can win back your time, let go of 80% of what you're doing that is not really going to get you there anyway, and focus on this 20% that I just shared with you today. Let me know what your key takeaway is. And if you're curious about how you can apply all of these systems more specifically in your business, I'm going to drop a link under here where you can book a free strategy session with me and my team, and we can make sure that you are actually working on those profit producing activities in your business. We can help you make an evaluation and determine whether or not you're in the right track and what could be the next steps for you. So book your call if you haven't yet. I look forward to connecting with you, and I hope that this helps you think about what could be your best strategy to win back your time by delegating, diminishing, or deleting altogether. Looking forward to the next time we're together. Thanks for watching, and signing off. Let's prosper together.